Welcome into our final Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals game of the season. I'm Louis Del Rio. Alongside me, Adam Anderson. A big Alcott Valley matchup here tonight in Tolono. Unity hosting St. Joe Ogden, the final Alcott Valley matchup between these two schools, and a game with major playoff implications. And it's week 8, and I think we saved our best for last.
Yeah, it's a huge rivalry game. It's going to be a full house tonight. Really excited to watch this matchup.
Both teams need a win bad tonight. What do both schools have to do to come out of here with a victory?
First off, it's you really just got to stay calm. You got to play your game. We mentioned it is a rivalry game. They split last year. Unity did in St. Joe's season in the semis. I'm sure the Spartans haven't forgot about that. For St. Joe, really what they need to do, control the game on the ground, grind it out, and score points when you have the chance. For Unity, speed up St. Joe, get them uncomfortable, get them out into space, let your athletes take advantage of what they do best, and it's going to be a great ball game here tonight.
This game can't get any more important or big for both schools. Two-decade-long postseason streaks on the line. St. Joe Ogden, the longest playoff streak in the area with 25 years in a row. Unity, second on that list at 22. Something's going to have to give tonight. Should be a great game. But now we're going to send it over to our third member of the team, Hunter McKee, with our Kirby Medical Center injury report. 75 years of excellence, close to home.
Thank you, Louis. Great news down here. For the second straight week, there are no injuries from both schools. And St. Joe, they came off of a bunch from last week. They got all their seniors back, and they are ready to go. Both teams 100% going into this game. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Hunter. No injuries to report. Should be a great game here tonight.
Both teams are ready for action. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Kickoff coming up tonight here from Tolono after the break. Welcome back to our final Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals game. We're here in Tolono as Unity hosting St. Joe Ogden, the final Alcott Valley matchup between these two schools, and a game, Adam, with major implications. Of course, you're here with Louis Del Rio alongside me, Adam Anderson. Adam, as I said, a game with major playoff implications for both schools.
Yep, you know, you're in week 8. You got to start looking to week 9 and beyond, and both teams need a win here tonight.
And we're going to send it out to the field right now for tonight's coin toss. It's brought to you by Hickory River Smokehouse. All right, so Unity wins the toss. They'll defer, so St. Joe Ogden will go on offense first. Adam, to you, as before we get started here with kickoff, St. Joe has the ball first. What do they need to do here to sort of set the tempo here to start this game?
You need a good opening drive. If you can open up with points, fabulous. If not, get deep into Unity territory, and just like what St. Joe loves to do, you got to establish the run. You got to establish it effectively. Unity can score the big plays immediately. So if they can eat some time off the clock, kind of limit the opportunities that Stephen Miggett and this Unity offense has on the field, that's going to play right into their hands.
You know, you've played in the area. You've been around a long time. You understand the rivalry of this magnitude between St. Joe and Unity. What does a game like this mean to these communities tonight?
You know, to these two communities, it was explained to me, it's like Michigan, Ohio State, Duke, North Carolina. It doesn't matter if they're both 8-0. They could both be 0-8. You're going to get a packed house. You're going to get two teams that circle this game on the calendar. And it doesn't matter who else they beat in the year. As long as they beat St. Joe or as long as they beat Unity, they're going to be happy.
And lucky for us tonight, Adam, no one's 8-0 or 0-8, but both major playoff implications. We'll start with St. Joe Ogden. They're 4-3. We all know to be playoff eligible, you need 5 wins, 6 to be guaranteed. So with 2 games left, St. Joe Ogden needs a win tonight to get that number 5. Unity's 5-2, just 1 win. They can guarantee themselves a spot. They play Bloomington Catholic next week, so they know this is a game that they must have here at home. So both teams looking for a big win. Should be a great matchup.
Yeah, and you also want to think about they're both in different spots with maybe you try to look to see who you might even play in Week 10. For Unity, it looks like they're going to be bumped up into 4A. That's a bigger class than they've ever played in before, and that's almost a different breed of teams. You're running into your Rochesters, your Mount Zion, your Taylorvilles, which are all great programs that they could see early in the playoffs, especially if they come in at 5-4. For St. Joe, they'll be a solid 3A team, but again, you at 5-4, you don't want to run into maybe a Wilmington again, who they lost to earlier in the year, a Williamsville or a North Mag from the Springfield area. So it's a big game on both sides.
All right, so we saw both teams rushing the field. Great crowd here tonight. We'll check out the Ellicott Valley Conference standings here. Obviously, Monticello, a team we've showcased twice here on our Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals. They're 8-0, third ranked in the state in Class 3A, and then you have Unity there at 5-2. St. Thomas More, a surprise this year at 6-2, then St. Joe Ogden there at 4-3, and Rantoul at the bottom. Tough season for them at 0-8. So there you are, your final Ellicott Valley Conference standings.
Yep, St. Thomas More had the big upset against St. Joe back in Week 4 or Week 5. Monticello 8-0. They've looked every bit of a top team in 3A to look out for once week 10 and beyond get here.
It's good to see St. Thomas More in the mix as well. We're always used to the same schools, and they have that kid DJ Lee at quarterback, a kid who's already been offered a scholarship to Louisville.
Yep.
Great talent on both sides of the ball. So the Ellicott Valley Conference has been pretty fun this year.
You know, growing up, the Ellicott Valley Conference was one that everybody talked about in small school football. Is one that was known around the state. It looks a little bit different from conference realignments and stuff like that, but still a great small school conference.
All right, here we go. St. Joe Ogden, Unity in Tolono, our final Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals game, and we're off. Kickoff here received by St. Joe Ogden, and nowhere to go to start the game. All right, let's take a look at your Hickory River Smokehouse starting lineups. We'll start with the St. Joe Ogden offense. Of course, this offense led by Marty Wright, the quarterback, and then the players you need to look out for. Wide receiver Mason Kuhn, one of their top playmakers, and Jack Fritz there in the backfield. And the Unity Rockets defense, a great defense, of course, led by Scott Hamilton. You know that defense will be good every year. Look out for that outside linebacker, C.J. Parks. So Marty Wright under center to get this started. The toss out to Fritz. Takes it to the outside, and Unity defense all over it. Reads that play like a book.
Just smothered it up there. Nothing doing for Fritz, and not a good start if you're St. Joe. He really got back to the line. It looks like he got a favorable spot with even getting back to the line of scrimmage, but this Unity defense has talent, has a lot of speed. Surprising they went with a toss there on the first play.
Of course, Scott Hamilton in his 23rd year as head coach of Unity, 224 wins with this program, always doing a great job with the defense. Now second down for the Spartans. The play action, the pass outside. Looks like they picked up a nice chunk of yards there. Griffin Meeker to the outside. The senior with the play. They've made a Fox Illinois first down.
Just a simple play-action pass. Meeker sneaks out from the backfield. What St. Joe has always done and always been known for, they are more of a pro-style offense. Not a lot of spread. They're more your traditional what you'd see on Sundays, which makes them unique in a way. They haven't really adapted. They've made this work, and they're a very successful program.
Nice touch there by Wright with that pass. So we're back to 1st and 10. Again, the toss to Fritz, this time to the right side, and again, Unity all over that. So they sniff out that run play, and they've been all over on the first two tries.
Yeah, trying to laterally run against this Unity defense is tough to do. There's a lot of speed at the linebacker level. There, Toby Traxel, number 35, comes over from the inside to sniff that out and put a big hit on Fritz.
And they play that 4-3 defense. So they load that box. They have their linebackers very athletic who come at you. So as you can see, that speed looking pretty nice. So now 2nd and 8 for the Spartans. Got a man in motion. Again, the handoff here to their speedy little running back. Dwight Colvin, the sophomore who had a great game when he was on Saturday Night Rivals 3 weeks ago. He led their offense where they were stalling for a bit, and every time they gave it to Colvin, he made a big play. And again, going back to the little sophomore.
Yeah, I was excited to see Colvin in person. Again, he had that kind of a breakout game against Monticello a few weeks ago, and he's got some speed coming out of the backfield.
All right, so 3rd and 2 here after Colvin picked up 7 yards on his first carry. They go right back to the little sophomore, and Unity sniffs it out. Beautiful play there. Ethan Maibach, the junior, all over it. right back to the line of scrimmage.
Interesting spot of the field right here for Unity. You're on the plus side, so you're for St. Joe. I'm sorry, you're in Unity territory. You're on the opposite side of the 50. Do you go for it and go play the field position game? But it looks like we got a wishbone formation.
Here we go in the wishbone, 4th and 2. They keep it on the play action. That's an incomplete pass. He was looking for Griffin Meeker, just overthrew him, and on 4th down, they turn over on downs. And when we come back, Unity will have the ball. Stick with us. You're watching our Hickory Rivers Saturday Night Rivals. Welcome back to our Hickory Rivers Saturday Night Rivals game, sponsored by Kirby Medical Center. Spartans and Rockets, we're here in Tolono. It's 0-0. Unity has the ball now for the first time this evening. And quarterback Stephen Miggett here with the handoff. And a beautiful run by Derek Stevens, the senior. Right up the middle, big play. And they've made a Fox, Illinois first down.
You're going to see a healthy dose of Stephen Miggett when Unity is on the field. He is their electric playmaker at quarterback. Can run and throw, so you have to keep track of him.
Absolutely. Scott Hamilton loves him at quarterback. Spoke to him in preseason when we were doing our Saturday Night Rivals preseason previews. And, you know, he knew he's had Miggett for a long time now. He's a senior. He's leading this team, or he's a junior, excuse me. So him playing as a sophomore has really grown as a quarterback and as a leader.
And not only, you know, starting as a sophomore, he started 14 games as a sophomore. And
right,
played
led them all the way to the state title.
Yeah,
exactly.
Played in a state title game. So that's a unique experience that he has now. So
all right. Excuse me, Adam. We just want to remind you that Saturday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. You can log on to SaturdayNightRivals.com. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games. So now 2nd and 2 for Stephen Miggett and the Unity offense.
Yeah, it looks like they had a little trouble at the spot. It was not actually a first down. Got a little ahead of themselves.
Another handoff here by Miggett. To Kean Eckstein, the junior fullback, and they've made, again, a Fox, Illinois first down.
I think this one was true this time.
And what's so good about Scott Hamilton's offense is all of his playmakers are juniors.
Yeah,
you know, they've been able to play at such a young age. And so again here, Miggett with the keeper. He can do that, and he does it here. Shakes one guy, shakes another one to the outside. No one is going to get him. Stephen Miggett from 35 yards out. That is a touchdown, Rockets.
There is a flag, and I would have to guess they are going to call a personal foul on Miggett for taunting there at the end of the run.
I mean, a little bit.
In a game like this, you're gonna see it, but Coach Hamilton is not going to be happy with him on that one.
I thought he was just pointing to make sure to block that guy just in case he comes at me.
That's
what I would tell. That's what I would tell
After
Coach
the
Hamilton.
score, unsportsmanlike, number 6 for taunting, 15 yards. It'll be assessed on the kickoff. It is a touchdown.
So a little bit of Illinois rubbing off on Unity here with the touchdown celebrations, the excessive touchdown celebrations. But you check out the replay here, just beautiful moves by Miggett. Does it all himself. Finds himself all the way to the corner of the end zone. Great run by the junior. And Unity strikes first here in Tolono.
Again, he can do it all. If I'm St. Joe, you have to keep all eyes on him. You're going to see a lot of read plays from Miggett tonight. You need to go back to the sideline and think of what can change, or it could be a long evening.
Extra point good in a game like this, probably a very important extra point. Unity on top of St. Joe Ogden here early in Tolono, 7-0. We'll be right back with the Hickory River Saturday Night Rival. Welcome back to our Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals presented by Kirby Medical Center. Unity just got on the board here at home, 7-0. 7:59 left in the first quarter. So Stephen Miggett with a beautiful run on the read. He gets in 7-0. Now St. Joe has to come back, has to make sure that they can keep up with this Unity offense. What do they need to do here?
You got to weather the storm. You're getting a break here with the penalty that's going to be assessed here. So you're going to be in good field position as long as you have a decent return.
Nice kickoff here. Hauled in by St. Joe to the outside, trying to find that lane and taken down there at the 30-yard line. We have another flag here.
You're going to get a hold on Ogden, so that's going to come back a little bit more.
So getting a little bit of that yardage back.
And great job by the Rocket kickoff coverage team. They really limited St. Joe's opportunities.
24 on the white, holding, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. It will be 1st and 10.
All right, so Marty Wright coming back to lead this offense, trying to tie this game up. Marty Wright on the season, 30 for 57, 400 yards, 6 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. But, of course, it always goes back to that backfield. Fritz leads the way with 425 yards and 7 rushing touchdowns. And, of course, his playmakers on the outside, Griffin Meeker and Mason Coon. So an offense that can absolutely move the ball, they're going to need to see that now.
They're going to have to grind it out. They're going to have to use their size up front against this Unity defense and stop trying to get outside and maybe pound it right at them.
We're in a little I formation here.
You're going to see it a lot tonight.
Fritz nowhere to go. That Unity defense one more time. Kyle Cooper, the safety, coming up and just read that play.
It all starts up front. The Rockets had penetration in the backfield. That defensive line is playing tough. St. Joe's got to establish some kind of run game here. It could be a long night for them.
It seems like every positive yardage they've had is when they went to their sophomore Colvin. With Fritz, it looks like Fritz can't find a groove here. But again, just great defensive play there by the safety to read it and know to come up and make that play. So 2nd and 12 for the Spartans here. Marty Wright holds it all the way. Deep pass here. Oh, almost hauled in with one hand. A great try there by Mason Coon, the senior. Almost, but just too far off his fingertips. Look here, just a beautiful ball. We were speaking about this pregame, how nice of a ball Wright has. Maybe floated it a little bit too much for Coon there.
You know, he's throwing that one into the wind. I think he just put a little too much on it. But Unity's got to be very lucky there. Dawson Kaiser was a step behind Coon on that. If that ball's delivered, Coon could have went to the house.
All right, so going back to that well one more time. 3rd and 12.
This isn't a down St. Joe likes to be in.
Especially at the 12.
Yeah.
12 yards to go. Back to pass, the rush is there. Flips it out to Fritz. Fritz loses his feet, will lose about 5 yards on that one. Now we're looking at about a 4th and 16 here for St. Joe.
So if you take a look at the replay, St. Joe had a screen called to Fritz. Well, half of the Unity defense did not fall for the trick and rush the quarterback, and we're just waiting for Fritz to catch that ball. Tried to do a little too much, and that's where he gets tripped up, but not a good drive there for the Spartans.
And you made a great point. You said they don't want to be in that sort of situation. So all Hamilton did was he brought the house, and that linebacker spied right and was all over him. So here we go, punt on 4th and 17. This one crossing midfield. St. Joe will wrap this up at the 39-yard line. So Unity will take over on their own 39-yard line and try to extend their lead here. The Rockets on top of St. Joe Ogden, 7-0 with 6:15 left in the first quarter.
Let's see what kind of changes St. Joe's made here in this second drive. Really need to focus on Miggett. You know he's going to carry the ball. It could be a long evening if he breaks another one here.
Good to see he got back on Coach Hamilton's good graces before this drive. Sure he won't be doing any pointing.
Yeah, I'm sure he got that message loud and clear.
All right, so they went with that read one more time. Miggett kept it, lost his footing.
You know, that's a key play in this Unity offense. You're going to see that play run 16, 17 more times here tonight.
Yeah, it just looked like he lost his footing on that one. Couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 4 yards on that one. 2nd and 14 for the Rockets. Now you look out here, this formation they have going. They have 2 to the outside there on the top of your screen. Miggett rolling out. Finds his receiver across the field. Stevens right out of the slot, gets to the outside, and he also gets a Fox Illinois first down.
You know, I'm not a huge fan of right-handed quarterbacks rolling to their left, but what Miggett did there, he turned his body, set his feet, and delivered a strike to Stevens. That's how you have to do it if you're rolling to that left side.
Reminded me of the Patriots offense where they just get their slot receivers open right across the field. That's exactly what happened there, just a Wes Welker type of play. Found himself across, got the first down. So it's 1st and 10 again for Stephen Miggett and the Rockets. Here Miggett with the read, holds it, keeps it, breaks a couple of tackles, picks up about 7 yards. And like you said, if Miggett's going to be picking up 7 and 8 yards a time on first down, it can be a long night for the St. Joe Ogden defense.
Yeah, it's just a simple read play, so he's reading the last Spartan defender on the line of scrimmage. If that guy chases at him, he's going to hand the ball off to Keaton Eckstein and watch him run. If the defender chases Eckstein, then he's going to keep it, and as you saw there, he can do a lot of damage.
So Miggett picks up 6 there, 2nd and 4. This time he hands it off to Dawson Kaiser. Kaiser picks up the 4 yards, and he also picks up a Fox Illinois first down.
Again, they're speeding up this tempo too. They have St. Joe on their heels. They know that. They're playing, again, like the key to the game that I brought up, they're playing the game that they want St. Joe to be in and not the other way around.
That's it, and that was Keaton Eckstein with the handoff. Trying to work our way around this booth up here. Here we go, 1st and 10. This time back to Eckstein. I know he got the ball. Picks up 5 yards on the carry. So obviously it's all about, it starts with that run. And this time they're going right to Eckstein. They're just going to bulldoze their way through this defense and say, hey, St. Joe, if you're going to beat us, well, you got to stop us.
Yeah, it's almost pick your poison. Do you want Keaton Eckstein to beat you, or do you want Stephen Miggett to beat you? They're both very dangerous. Both do a great job here in Coach Hamilton's offense.
And this bodes well long-term here for this offense, because if they can continue to keep this running going, well, then it helps with that play action that they like to do with their slot receivers. So here, Eckstein again, the handoff. Close to the first down, might be a yard short. We'll see where they mark this.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be a little short.
So looking at 3rd and 1 here for Stephen Miggett. And the Rockets, a perfect position for the offense here.
Yep, you're in 4-down territory because kicking it would be a long field goal. And, no reason to punt. So
this time Miggett will keep it, elects not to hand off to Eckstein, falls short of the first down. We'll have a 4th and 1 here.
That almost looked like maybe a little miscommunication between him and Eckstein. Had looks of a broken play, but Miggett did what he could to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe got half a yard.
4th and 1 here for Unity, and Hunter, he's on the sideline with Mike Madigan, the owner of 4 area Hickory River Smokehouse locations. We like to thank Hickory River for sponsoring Saturday Night Rivals this season.
Thank you so much for being a part of Saturday Night Rivals. So can you just tell us, what are you most looking forward to?
It's a great way for Hickory River to give back to the local communities. We do a lot of work with schools, and we just wanted to get involved with the athletic programs. I think this is a very exciting program for Central Illinois to have these Saturday night matchups with some really premier football teams around the area. And, we have Hickory River restaurants in the markets of these schools, and we've worked with them a lot over the years on charitable events and team feedings and that kind of thing. So this is just an extension of that, Hickory River being more involved in the community. We love to support educational efforts, and athletics is a very important part of an education, I believe. and these communities are very supportive of the restaurant. So it's a way for us to be supportive and to give back.
Well, thank you so much for your time and your support for Saturday Night Rivals. Guys, back up to you.
All right, thank you, Hunter. So great to have Hickory River Smokehouse sponsoring our game. Now it's time to play the OMG BBQ Scratch to Win game from Hickory River. Text Rivals to 43817 to enter. Standard carrier and data rates may apply. We'll receive one message with a link to the game from an automated system. Consent not required for purchase. Text HELP for mobile. Privacy policy and terms and conditions. Visit cw23tv.com. So here on 4th and 1, and Unity will pick up the first down. There, Eckstein picks it up 3 yards on the carry, and that will be a Fox, Illinois first down. We like to give you an update on the Cubs game. First inning, and the Cubs already down to business. Chris Bryant doubles off the left field wall. That would score Dexter Fowler. So right now in the first inning, Cubs up 1-0 on the Dodgers. Not wasting any time, Adam, huh?
No, I'd love to hear it.
So here we go now, 1st and 10 for Unity at the 23-yard line. Here, the pass out to the outside. And completes it to Derek Stevens. He'll pick up 5 yards there. So we'd like to thank Illini Oil Change, our Red Zone sponsor this year. From Saturday Night Lights to crisp weekend afternoon, here's to football and to the players who make it great. Good luck this season from Illini Oil Change.
Great job by Stevens on the simple screen pass. Had a guy in his face, just made one move to turn that potential disaster play into a 4-yard gain.
And that what makes them so dangerous is they set up that run and then they're able to go out to their receivers and gain yardage on that. So 2nd and 6 here. Eckstein with the carry, just muscling his way through the middle in that St. Joe Ogden defense, where he was caught at the line of scrimmage and he's just carrying guys for extra yardage. Now it's 3rd down and 2 for this Unity Rockets offense.
It looks like St. Joe has changed. They've loaded the box a little bit more. They've added more guys towards the line of scrimmage. One unique thing that they do, Colvin, the sophomore running back, is
and what a
actually
great read.
lineman.
What a great read by the junior quarterback, Miggett. He saw the linebacker right there in Eckstein's face. And look how he sells it so perfect. Waits to the very last second, holds it, and he picks up a Fox, Illinois first down.
Again, simple read play. It's a staple of Unity's offense. You're going to see it a lot tonight.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we see it here. 1st and goal at the St. Joe 4-yard line. The handoff to Eckstein. Eckstein again pushing his way in, battling. Picks up 2. 2nd and goal. St. Joe Unity 2-yard line. And they're going to let the clock tick on this one. And the first quarter is in the books here from Tolono. Unity looking to strike again. The Rockets already on top of St. Joe Ogden, 7-0. Stick with us. You're watching our Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals. Welcome back to our Hickory River Smokehouse Saturday Night Rivals presented by Kirby Medical Center. Unity now on the St. Joe 2-yard line, 2nd and 2 as Stephen Miggett in this offense tries to get back in the end zone, rolls out again. An incomplete pass there by Miggett. So 3rd and 2 for Unity on the 2-yard line. And Adam, I assume you're a little surprised they went to the pass. Might as well stick with the run.
A little surprised there. Maybe they saw something on the in-between quarters that they thought they had an opening. Again, though, rolling to your left and being a right-handed quarterback, especially with number 54, Evan Hawkins, is bearing down on you. That's a tough throw for Miggett to make. So it makes it an interesting 3rd down here.
So now 3rd and 2, and you have to imagine here Hamilton just going to go right back to what they've done.
Uh-oh.
Looks like Unity is going to be called here for the false start. Peyton
Dead ball
Murray,
foul.
the junior.
Snap infraction on the offense. 5 yards from the previous spot. Replay, 3rd down.
You know,
So Peyton Murray, a little eager to get off the ball there.
and that changes things as an offensive play caller. You almost have to kind of rethink your strategy here, because you went from 3rd and short, and 3rd and 7, while it isn't a ton of yards, it is completely different here with the shortened field.
So now 3rd and 7 for Stephen Miggett. Miggett elects to hold the ball, and this time the St. Joe Ogden defense is not going to let him get anywhere.
Yeah, they had that one sniffed out to start. He was kind of surrounded by White, and it looks like Coach Hamilton is going to elect to kick a field goal here.
What's your thought on that, on this call?
You know, you want to take points, especially in a rivalry game like this. The wind could make this interesting. The wind, from where the kicker is standing, the wind is blowing right to left across his face, so that kicking in any high school game is always interesting.
So Bobby Bernard, the senior, the fake. Oh, it was blocked. Again, can't see where we are, right?
So,
all right, so that one blocked. So no points for Unity. St. Joe Ogden comes up big with the special teams play, and that might be something they need to get themselves going. St. Joe keeps them off the board, and they get the ball back here. They'll have to drive the length of the field, but we'll see. Coming up after the break, if they can tie this game up. You're watching Hickory River's Saturday Night Rivals, presented by Kirby Medical Center. Welcome back to Tolono, our Hickory River Smokehouse Saturday Night Rivals game presented by Kirby Medical Center. St. Joe Ogden with a big special teams play held Unity off the scoreboard. So Unity up 7-0. St. Joe now going the length of the field to tie this one up. Here, 1st and 10. And a nice run there by the little sophomore Colvin.
you know, that's the most successful they've been on 1st down here tonight. This is a position they always want to be in. 2nd and 5.
All right, so we're going to look at the replay here. Now we can actually see what happened here. And it looks like it was mishandled by the holder. It seemed to not. Oh, it looked like he sort of there. You're not sure if it was just a mishandled play or if it was designed as a fake, because it looked like he had it down there. Well, regardless, they don't get it, but the Unity defense here stepping up, 2nd and 5. Nice play by their linebacker or their defensive end, Zach Spencer, the senior. So again, just hard for Fritz to get anything going here.
You know, and I wonder if the plan was to attack their outside and see how quick they are defensively, and it hasn't worked so far. So I'm sure maybe they need to go back to the drawing board a little bit and make a few changes.
All right, we'll look for the pass here, 3rd and 6. Back to Fritz. This time he finds a hole, finds a lane. And the biggest gain of the night for Zach Fritz, picks up 15 on that carry, and that is a Illinois Pork Producers, one of our 1st down sponsors.
Just a simple counter play out of the wishbone. What makes that play tough is you have 3 guys in the backfield that you're trying to keep track of, and there's a lot of moving parts. So good job by Fritz to turn it into a big game.
I want to remind you that Saturday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. You can log on to SaturdayNightRivals.com. You can also find complete game videos and photos from all of this season's games. So they're on 1st down. Not much doing there for the Spartans. Now 2nd. 2nd down and 8 for St. Joe Ogden.
Simple inside handoff there to Meeker. Your fullback dive play can't get any more simpler than that. Just trying to see if maybe they could catch him off guard up the middle.
So now 2nd and 8 for Marty Wright. The handoff back to Colvin. Colvin slips. Still manages to pick up a couple yards. We'll see if they mark him down when he slipped. Looks like they are going to bring him back to that point.
His knee did.
So again, it seems
ground.
like the field conditions here, having a couple of guys slip up early on in this game. We'll see here on the replay. Yep, slips, marked down.
If you're in the NFL, maybe he gets a few more yards, but not here in high school. So again, 3rd and long. And
Right, 3rd and 10, lost 2 yards on that one.
Not a down that St. Joe wants to be in, especially with this distance.
And you have to imagine Hamilton's going to head and bring the house. And again, what a tackle. One more time, the senior, Zach Spencer. They continue to go to the right side of that line, Adam, and Spencer's there to eat it up. And Fritz, again, that is when you want to show young kids how to tackle and how to read a play, you will show that clip right there. Great play by Spencer.
You know, that it looked very similar to their the big Fritz run that they had, so they kind of went back to the well to see if it would work, and Unity had that one sniffed out to start. And it looks like they are bringing quite a few folks after this punt.
All right, so 4th and 9 for the Spartans. Just gets the punt away. Crosses midfield, takes a nice Unity bounce. The Spartans will jump all over it, downed at the 49-yard line. So when we come back, Unity will take over, up 7-0 here in Tolono. Stick with us. You're watching Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals, presented by Kirby Medical Center. Welcome back to our Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals, presented by Kirby Medical Center. 7:38 to go in the half. Unity up 7-0, and Stephen Migan and his Rocket offense will take over one more time.
St. Joe fans have to be happy with where they're at in the game. Haven't had a ton of offensive success, but they're only down 7-0 here halfway through the 2nd quarter.
3 receivers out, 2 to the bottom of your screen. Now Unity in motion. Make it here with the keep and the nice spin. Beautiful play by the junior quarterback. And he picks up an Illinois Pork Producers first down.
And you're also going to get a late hit call on number 24, Griffin Meeker. So that'll add 15 more yards onto the play.
Nice spin move by Miggett. Showing off here tonight.
It will be a first down.
Wind is picking up here.
My papers are flying all over the place.
It's really blowing the flags. That could play into how the rest of this ball game is played out.
And we know weather can get in for both of these teams, like last year's playoff game.
Yeah,
snowstorm.
I'm sure both teams are happy to be out here, not in six inches of snow.
But I'm sure Unity would like the same result.
Let's see if late flag came in on the far sideline.
Another flag.
A legal motion on Unity is going to put it back 5 yards.
Legal motion. Number 12 on the offense. 5 yards from the previous spot. Replay, first down.
So 1st and 15 for Unity. Penalties continuing to hurt Unity here. Continues to bring them back on drives where they're looking good to start.
Kind of shooting themselves in the foot.
So make it out to Eckstein. Eckstein wrapped up quickly.
Yeah.
Didn't see something, came back, saw his check down, and nothing doing there. So now 2nd and 15, right back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he had a lot of pressure in his face, and then Griffin Meeker was just standing there waiting for Eckstein. I'm actually surprised he didn't make a play on the football. But
yeah, dangerous pass out there. Just sort of threw it out there in the flat.
Very dangerous, and I'm not even sure he had even really knew where Eckstein was standing. He just kind of flipped that one out there.
So now rolling out again. Miggett, nice pinpoint pass to the sideline, right on cue. Hits his receiver in the hands to Bobby Bernard, the senior. And that's in Illinois Pork Producers first down.
Just a a simple one-man route there, so it's going to Bernard or it's
Oh.
going to nobody.
No first down on that. It looked like he picked it up.
Yeah,
Are they going to
he
check
might
here?
have he might have stepped out of
Yeah,
bounds.
I think they're gonna bring out the chains on this one.
Nope, St. Joe's going to call timeout.
Huh.
I think he might have stepped out of bounds before he crossed the
That's
20.
it. It looked like he crossed, but he might have stepped out. Let's see
Yeah.
if we can get.
Yeah, it looks like he stepped out before reaching the.
So we've had a chance to see Miggett's athleticism and what he can do with his legs, and again here we see that his arm is equally as dangerous.
Yeah, he is a dual threat. He threw for over 1,000 yards last year. He also ran for over 1,500. So anytime you have a quarterback put up those kind of numbers, you have to be prepared for both aspects of the game. And again, he did that as a sophomore, which is incredible.
Yeah, there's really no price you can put on the experience that a sophomore has. Playing in a game just as big as this one last year, winning, and then being able to go on to try and play for a state title. So Miggett has all the experience in the world just as a junior, and we're seeing how poised he is here, commanding the offense here in the huddle. We're at the line of scrimmage as we see instructing his offensive line. So 3rd and 1, the handoff to Eckstein. Eckstein.
So from where the referees are running on the spot, he's going to come up about probably football length short from the first down. So again, another interesting 4th down for Coach Hamilton and the Rockets.
And the way this game is going, the way Unity has been able to move the ball, you'd have to imagine that they'll go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, and I think after the botched hold on the field goal might kind of change his mind on maybe kicking it in the future.
So 4th and 1, the snap to Miggett. He'll keep it all the way, and we'll see. This one's close.
It's gonna be close. From where they're walking in, I cannot tell.
This was a QB keeper from the start. See if we can get the replay here.
Looks like they're gonna come out and measure this one too to make sure they got it right.
You see here, Miggett keeps it. And Brant Holvin and Colton Hale, the 2 middle linebackers in there, all over him. We'll see if they were able to stop him before that first down marker.
This is a big play for both teams. Changes the momentum. First down.
And they do get it, and that would be another Illinois Pork Producers first down.
We got a little fireworks on that first down.
And now at the 19-yard line, they're also into our Illini oil change red zone. So 1st and 10, Miggett leading this offense. Roll out to his right, finds his receiver. And again finds Stevens.
Stevens is kind of his main man here tonight out of the slot. St. Joe has loaded up the line of scrimmage, so they are man-to-man on the outside. So it's, are you a better athlete than me? Can you get open? And Stevens has really made him pay for that.
So many playmakers on this team for Miggett to go to, and you never know who he can go to. He can go to Connor Hyde. He can go to Eckstein. He can go to Kaiser. He can go to Bernard. Just a plethora of playmakers on the outside. And, of course, you have to worry about Miggett here. He'll go with the handoff to Eckstein. Eckstein just powers his way.
You know, they list him as a fullback, and I think he's only a fullback in a sense of that's how Coach Hamilton used to label his guys when they were just a double wing offense because he is the only guy in the backfield. But he is more of your true running back there.
So now 3rd and 2 for Unity, and the entire playbook here open for Hamilton. He can do whatever he wants here.
4 down territory, so no need to be in a hurry.
And Miggett this time will hold it. Sweeps right through the defense. pass, and he'll pick up another Illinois Pork Producers first down.
Coming up just short of the end zone, but great job by Miggett to.
Another set of downs for Unity.
So they're going to have 4 downs from the 2 to get in here, and it's going to be a dogfight down there.
So now just under 4 minutes to go in the half. Unity threatening to score again. The handoff to Eckstein. And met by a whole lot of white and blue jerseys.
So hats off to St. Joe. After that big run by Miggett on the first series that Unity's had, they have actually played kind of bend, don't break, but they've kept the Rockets out of the end zone. So that whatever changes they have made have paid off here so far. Let's see if they can hold up for 2 more downs.
Absolutely. Inside the 20s, they've had trouble, but inside the red zone, they've been able to stop them. But it's going to be very hard for any defense to stop athleticism and moves like that. Stephen Miggett into the end zone for the second time tonight, both times with his legs, and the Rockets take a 13-0 lead.
Take a look on the replay. Miggett kind of did it all by himself, made a few cuts, and just barreled his way into the end zone.
He'll always say, hey, I want to thank my offensive line, and the offensive line is doing a great job. But Miggett, just the vision that he has, the patience he has to read those holes and hit them for a quarterback is outstanding, especially for a junior. And that kick
ain't gonna get there.
No good. So Unity now with 3 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the first half. The Rockets lead the St. Joe Ogden Spartans 13-0. And now here's a look at our Gifford State Bank Smile Cam. All right, Adam, a lot of smiles here at Hicks Field, and if you want to smile at home, I have some good news as well. Javi Baez just doubled the center, scored Jason Hayward, and now in the bottom of the second, the Cubs lead the Dodgers 2-0.
A lot of smiles in the booth right now.
Very efficient, a run an inning. If they can get a run an inning,
I'll be
they'll
okay.
be okay. So here we go, kickoff. 13-0 Unity. St. Joe Ogden back to receive. Here. And Fritz.
Took a big hit.
Nothing changed from when Fritz is taking carries right now. As soon as he gets the ball, just hit on arrival. Unity, great special teams play there. So St. Joe Ogden will take over here on their own 34-yard line.
Be interesting to see what St. Joe does here with 3 minutes left in the excuse me, in the half. They're not a team known for being very, very fast-paced. So, again, another situation that they don't like to be in or used to being in.
So 1st and 10. Marty Wright, fumble on the side. I found myself in coach mode. I was just screaming, just pick it up. So a botched handoff there. Fortunate enough to jump on that ball and at least keep possession there, especially deep in their own territory.
Went for the reverse to Kuhn, and I think he just kind of took his eyes off the handoff. And
for a second, I remember Cam Newton when he fumbled the ball and he just sort of looked at it and everyone was screaming, just jump on it.
I think
That's what it felt like there.
I think he was trying to debate if maybe he could pick it up and then take off running again. But as any coach will tell you, just fall on the ball. That's more important than losing possession.
All right, so now 2nd and the town of Tolono for the Spartans here. Marty Wright with the quick swing pass out to Dwight Colvin, and he'll pick up 2 yards. So now 3rd and 20 for the Spartans. And we'd like to thank Kirby Medical Center for sponsoring Saturday Night Rivals. Kirby Medical Center, 75 years of healthcare excellence, close to home. 3rd and 20, a situation no team wants to find themselves in. If you're Sean Skinner and you're running this offense, what are you looking at here, Adam?
Well, at this point, it looks like it, and I completely agree with Coach Skinner here. You're going to let the play clock run down to 1. You're going to take a timeout, and then you're going to talk to your other assistants and just see what can we do that's been successful. Maybe what's something we can catch them on their heels. You really don't want to go to a gadget play like a reverse and have what happened to Mason Kuhn earlier. So really, what play do you feel is your best play, and you go with that, because you want to limit the amount of time you're giving this Unity Rockets team the football, but you also don't want to set yourself back to where they're going to have easy field position too.
Right, so we take a look at the Spartans' schedule here. As we know, they're 4-3 to make the playoffs. Guaranteed, you need 6 wins, 5 to be eligible. So this game big here at Unity. Their final game next week against Prairie Central, a team that's been down this year. So a very winnable game for St. Joe. Next week, it's all about getting the W tonight. If they can get it tonight, then they're in good shape to get that 6th win. So a very, very important 3rd down here for St. Joe to try and get back in this game before the first half ends.
You know, you looked at that and you saw they lost big week 1 to Wilmington. Wilmington's one of the best 3A programs there is. So St. Joe likes to go out. They like to play good teams because they think it makes them better. And that is going to make them better come playoff time, but you got to get to 5 to get into the playoffs.
All right, so they talked it over, and they're ready to go. 3rd and 19 for the Spartans. Marty Wright on the draw, hands it off to Fritz. Fritz with his biggest carry of the night. Doesn't get the first down, but he does pick up a nice chunk of yards to at least get them outside of their own 20-yard line.
And Stephen Miggett actually came in at safety and made the tackle. I think Unity was looking at, we don't want to get beat over the top, let's get our best athletes on the field. It looked like it paid off right there. So Unity has taken a timeout too to stop the clock. That's going to give them 1 left here with a little over a minute left to play.
Scott Hamilton wants to talk it over with his defense. 4th and 6, a major 4th and 6 as the clock ticks down here in the first half. We just spoke about St. Joe. Ogden will speak a little bit about Unity. They're 5-2, so they're already playoff eligible. Get a win tonight, and they're guaranteed to play postseason. But unlike St. Joe Ogden playing Prairie Central, they have a tough matchup here next week against Bloomington Central Catholic.
Yeah, again, Bloomington Central Catholic, another one of those borderline 3A, 4A teams. Could go either way for them and for Unity. I think both would be more comfortable in 3A, but they're going to play whoever they get in front of them. And that'll be a big matchup next Friday night. Both teams need that win to maybe get a home game, draw a better seed in the playoffs.
And you saw, just like you said with St. Joe Ogden, play tough teams. They lost to St. Teresa, they lost to Monticello. So nothing to sneeze at, but of course going to make them better. So here we go. St. Joe punts on 4th down. And a very nice punt by St. Joe. Rolls all the way down to the 30-yard line. So flip the field.
There's a
great special teams play. We'll see what this
flag came
is.
in late.
Maybe roughing the kicker. So some of the fans here jump up,
I think
upset. We'll see what
they
this
are
call
talking
is.
to the St. Joe captain, so that is going to be a penalty on Unity.
From the looks of the crowd, it looked like it was against Unity.
Running in the kicker, 5-yard penalty, coach. Running in the kicker. Red, 5 yards, repeat 4th down.
So now you're looking at 4th and 1. It's not a first down, considering it was 4th and 6. So now 4th and 1, that might change things for St. Joe. I still think you punt, you play the field position game here with a minute left to go.
And not only that, but Unity gets the ball to start the second half.
Absolutely.
So we'll see how they play it here. I would agree, still very early in this game. Just another quick Cubs update. The Cubs now lead 3-0. It looks like Javi Baez stole home. I'd love to see the highlight on that one after this game of the Cubs 3-0. So here we go, 4th and 1. The Spartans are going to go for it. And it looks like the Unity defense steps up here and stops it. What a great defensive stand by Unity.
Yeah, it's going to be close. They
We'll
might
wait to
measure
see
it,
the call here, but it looks like he didn't get it.
He does look short here from.
So we've talked all night about the Unity offense. Now we see this defense step up and make a play. And now this is big because they have time to here drive half of the field to score. And then, as I just said, they also get the ball to start the second half. So a big defensive stance here by Unity, and we'll see what St. Joe can do.
Yep, that is going the other way. Great job by 81 C.J. Parks to make the initial hit in the backfield on Fritz, and that's what slowed him down.
So it feels like every time we've had a big 3rd down or 4th down, that's been the biggest play of the game. But obviously this drive right now, so imperative for Sean Skinner and his team to get a stop here and go into the half just down 13-0.
Yeah, again, I think they should feel a little bit lucky that it's not a bigger score. But if you can keep him out here, I think you're kind of sitting pretty to make some adjustments and come out strong in the second half.
So make it here, back to pass. Hazek, man, wide open, and he does find him. It stayed up there for a little bit.
Yeah, that ball floated
but
a
Derek
lot.
Stevens was able to go up and pick that ball up. Safe to say that's Miggett's BFF tonight. Always looking Stevens' way. Great pass there, and that's another Illinois Pork Producers first down.
Saw there on the replay that ball did float a little bit, so Miggett's lucky that Spartan didn't come down with it.
So now Miggett again. Just got to toss that one away. 2nd and 10 for Unity. But as we spoke, all those playmakers, he's got so many guys coming out of the slot. And that's the thing, when you have so many guys you have to look for, that's why someone like Steven just finds himself wide open in the flat.
Especially with St. Joe electing to go to man-to-man coverage. That's not easy for NFL players to do, so especially down at the high school level. You really have to be sure that you're sticking to your man and not falling for any fakes. And
so 2nd and 10, Miggett back to pass, surveys the field. Another one lifted up, beautiful pass right over the shoulder and brought down. What a pitch and catch with Jack Reno.
That was a diving grab there. That could have been one of the best catches I've seen this year.
We'll watch it here on the replay. Just surveys,
completely laid out for this one.
Unbelievable play right to his leading shoulder. The only person who could catch it was Reno, and he did. So 1st and goal here for Unity. Miggett holds it, and it looks like he gets in. Touchdown, Stephen Miggett. So if you had Miggett on your fantasy football team tonight, you're sitting pretty. Miggett inside, scores again. That's his 3rd touchdown of the night, and the Rockets have a 19-0 lead here at home.
I would expect him to go for 2 here to make it a 3-score game, but.
And we're going to show this touchdown again. Miggett just right up the middle. And they were in the Illini Oil Change red zone, and they got into the Unity Rockets end zone.
32 seconds left in the half.
So that drive took about 30 seconds off the clock. Tough one for St. Joe to think about as they go into halftime.
And this is what we just spoke about, a backbreaker to give up a touchdown that fast before the half, and then to know that Unity would get the ball again there on the 2-point conversion. Can't convert on that one. Stevens coming up holding his shoulder.
Derek Stevens.
I know Hunter McKee will be able to let us know.
Yeah, he's not moving a whole lot running off the field
Stevens
either,
is
so hopefully
cradling
he's okay.
that shoulder. We'll see this conversion again. Nice pressure there by St. Joe Ogden, making Miggett rush the pass. Incomplete. So 19-0 Unity. 32 seconds to go in the first half. And so far in this game, St. Joe has just had no answer for this rushing attack of Unity.
Yeah, and they've really got nothing going offensively either. A lot of their drives have stalled out, just 3 and outs. Need to, again, stay calm. You're still a lot of time left in this ball game, but you got to make some halftime adjustments and be ready to come back here in the second half and challenge these Rockets, or it could be a long night.
I know one of your keys to the game pregame, you said the main one was stay calm.
Yep.
So this is where Sean Skinner is going to have to look at his young team and say, you know, we're on the road, we're down 19-0, but we have an entire second half. But as you said, you can stay calm all you want, but if you don't score points,
Yep.
you're going to go down pretty poised.
You got to take points when you get the chance, and you know it's a rivalry game, so crazy things happen. But there adjustments need to be made, or these Spartans could be in for a long second half too.
And the kickoff. It's going to be taken out to the 30-yard line. So 24 seconds to go in the first half. St. Joe will take over at the 30.
Take a look at the
Now-
scoring drive. 30 seconds, 40 yards. It's pretty efficient.
And that's where we said, you know, still early in the game. You go for it in 4th and 1. You try to get something going, but that's the risk you take. You
Yep.
give Stephen Miggett and that offense a short field to score, and when they score in 30 seconds that way, it could be frustrating.
I'm sure that's one they're going to talk about, you know, tomorrow and Monday when they're looking back on the game. But
So Marty Wright, handoff to Fritz. Fritz gets to the outside. And he's not taking it to the outside. He's going to take it to the Unity defender. There's a flag there. We'll see. It looks as if Unity is going to get called for taunting or even maybe a late hit. We'll see.
And again, if that's another personal foul on Stephen Miggett, he's got to be careful because 2 personal fouls in a high school game, you can be ejected.
Oh, that looks like it's helmet to helmet on that one, too. We'll see. But before we get that call, that is, of course, another Illinois Pork Producers first down. And you're right, that was on Stephen Miggett. We'll see.
Dead ball foul. Unsportsmanlike, taunting number 6
Wow.
on Tolono. He is ejected for
He
his
is
second.
gone. That is his
unsportsmanlike.
second personal foul.
15 yards from the end of the run.
So not only is he ejected for the second half tonight, he cannot play next week. So that is going to loom very, very big. I'm sure Coach Hamilton is not happy right now.
So that looked as if that was a helmet to helmet. And then not only that, with this, I mean, I'm sort of a loss of words here because now they lose their leader, their quarterback, their best player. That can bode very, very, very serious for this team. Marty Wright to the outside. A complete pass. This couldn't get this team going, but as you just said, you sort of spelled it out what that means for Miggett and this offense. Talk about how important this is
Yeah,
for
he
this
is.
team.
He is your main guy. He is your go-to. He kind of captains the ship, and now you know, they kind of almost catch a little break. You have halftime to really plan and prepare. But in small school football, your backup quarterback usually doesn't get a ton of reps in practice. So they're going to have to talk about whoever their backup is, how comfortable he is playing. And they're going to have to plan for next week, too. He is not going to be able to play.
Here, Marty Wright with the pass. And in double coverage, nothing doing there. Incomplete. And that's a play like that where both times on both of those taunting calls, it just seemed as if he was going out of his way.
Yeah.
It didn't even seem as if he was being provoked into it.
Yep.
You can see he needs to keep his emotions intact. That's someone who's a junior, but again, like we said, he led this team last year as a sophomore. It's something that you know that Scott Hamilton doesn't. That's something that he doesn't condone here with this program. So very shocking to see this happen and lose them so early in this game.
He's played over 20 varsity football games at this point. I get it's a rivalry. I get you're fired up. But your emotions cannot get the best of you. You know the referees are going to be looking at that kind of stuff because that is this is that kind of rivalry game. They're going to cut that off before it happens. Tough break for the Rockets.
Disappointing for your quarterback to do that.
So we're trading timeouts here before halftime. Definitely going to talk about it. And like you had mentioned, Coach Hamilton runs a great program. You know he doesn't condone any kind of taunting or any kind of actions like that. Almost the worst part, too, is he can't even talk to Miggett till after the game's over. He has to, he can't stand on the sidelines. He's got to stay back in the locker room. So it really does change how this second half's going to open up. And like we were, stay calm if you're St. Joe. You just opened up a whole world of possibilities maybe with a backup quarterback who probably hasn't taken a ton of snaps in preseason or in practice every week either.
That's what makes that touchdown we just saw even that more important. Because instead of it being just a 13-0 game, at least now this backup coming in is a 19-point spot that he can start with. But, of course, St. Joe gets in here.
Yep.
And the whole momentum of this game now shifts because they understand they have a chance now. They understand that their quarterback's down. He understands that this sideline is rattled. And if they can get in here, now we have ourselves a ball game. Here, right back to pass. Has a man there in the corner. That'll be picked off by the Unity defender. And that will be Eckstein. Picks it off. Just playing a little center field out there. Floats right into his arms. And after all of that, a big
There is another flag on, but I think it's just going to be a hold, so half's going to end here.
This is a hold. This will take it to the half. We'll wait for the call here.
Back on the receiving team. End of the quarter. It is a quarter.
All right, so that's the end of the first half here from Tolono. And the Rockets have a 19-0 lead. So the Rockets are up. We're going to send it down to the third member of our team, Hunter McKee, who's standing by with the leading head coach in this one, Unity's head coach, Scott Hamilton.
Yeah, could be interesting to hear what Coach Hamilton has to say. I'm sure he's not particularly happy here going into halftime.
Yeah, to lose your quarterback that way. And really, this just changes a lot. It changes a lot on your game plan. Again, as you said, in a small school like this, they don't get many reps, the backups. Miggett is the guy taking all the snaps. He's the leader. He's the guy that you run to. So we'll see what Scott Hamilton thinks about this situation. Again, we're going to send it down to Hunter McKee with Unity head coach Scott Hamilton.
Louie, thank you so much. I'm here with Coach. Coach, I saw that your quarterback, one of your players, was actually ejected. Just talk about what happened and how disappointing.
Yeah, great half-hour defense. They 0 points on the board. We dominated. We just got to make sure that defensively we can keep playing the way we are and running the ball up front.
What kind of adjustments are you guys going to make second half?
Well, we're going to have to make sure that we continue to do the right things on defense, get our alignments correct, and be physical up front. And then offensively continue to try to stay balanced. Great play by Reno down there by the goal line, getting a big touchdown right before the half for us.
Thanks for your time,
Thank you
Coach.
very much.
Well, Louie, I tried. Back to you.
That was a perfect response back to us. That was a perfect response from Scott Hamilton. Either Coach didn't hear the question or he gave you some vintage Scott Hamilton.
He heard it. He did a great job of changing the subject.
We'll be back with our Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals presented by Kirby Medical Center. And welcome back to our Hickory River Smokehouse Saturday Night Rivals presented by Kirby Medical Center. We're just about to get started here in Tolono, the second half. The Rockets up on the Spartans 19-0. We're going to send it down to Hunter McKee. He's standing by with St. Joe Ogden head coach Sean Skinner. Hunter?
And thank you so much, Louie. I'm here with the head coach for St. Joe. And, Coach, even though you guys are down on the scoreboard, it's really been a couple plays here or there that could have made it a lot closer. What adjustments do you guys need to make?
I think we just got to clean our game up. We've had opportunities to make plays. We haven't. Their kids haven't missed opportunities to make plays.
Okay, and then, Coach, moving forward for you guys going to make any significant changes offensively? Or
No, we just got to clean up our game. We like what we're seeing. We're seeing things that are open, things that we saw all week. Just got to clean it up and have one or two guys step up that haven't so far.
All right, Coach, good luck in the second half. Louie and Adam, back up to you.
Hey, they got to step up, Hunter. As he said, they're going to have to step up. They're definitely going to have to do that. tonight, and you look at Skinner, his first year taking over after Hall of Famer Dick Duval retired. His first year, this is his first game in this big rivalry as head coach. You're in there and you see what Skinner's doing to talk to his team. What is it that he told them coming into the second half?
Don't panic. You're down 19-0, but there's you still got 24 minutes left. If they're seeing stuff on film that they've wanted and they feel successful, it's really just reinforcing that, hey, let's go out, let's play what we want to do. Let's not get over our heads and really stay focused, because you could get chippy, with the taunting. There's been a lot of back and forth, a few late hits too. So it's almost, be careful, because the refs are going to be looking out for that stuff moving forward.
And here, Unity is going to get the ball to start the second half. And Dawson Kaiser, the junior there with the return, take it all the way back to the 26-yard line. So this is where Unity will start. Now we'll get our first look at the backup quarterback now in for Stephen Miggett. That would be their receiver, senior Bobby Bernard. So we'll see the offense now with him, a senior. So obviously he's been around. He's taking some snaps in practice. But this is going to be big time to come out here and keep this going for Unity.
Yeah, and the halftime is definitely a benefit, because you can ask him what he feels comfortable doing.
And he looks comfortable here on his first carry at quarterback, dragged down as he crosses the 45-yard line. But a great read there by Bernard, holds the ball. And Adam, I'd say nothing changes.
I'd say he looks pretty comfortable. St. Joe's lucky that Bryce Hake got his hand on Bernard's uniform right here. He could have had 6 points right back on the board. And I'd say he looks pretty comfortable back there at quarterback.
Yeah, Bernard picks up his first Fox Illinois first down. And a handoff here to Eckstein. He'll pick up 3 yards.
So again, you never want to go into a game and have to make a huge change like quarterback, but the mere fact that they had the extra time of halftime really probably let the coaching staff talk to Bernard, let him know what he's comfortable doing, what he's not comfortable doing, and then adjusting your game plan to that. This is a purely hand signal offense too, so you got to make sure that he knows he's getting the signals correct.
And don't forget, you don't have to stay up late to watch your local news. Get to bed early and watch Fox News at 9.
We're going to get a false start on the Rockets here.
Dead ball foul, false start. Offense. 5 yards from the previous spot, second down.
So again, more penalties bringing Unity back. You have to imagine Scott's going to look at this as they go into next week's game. Something that they're definitely going to have to look at is the discipline here on this offensive line.
Yeah, Coach Hamilton's not going to be happy, especially playing in a big-time game against Bloomington Central Catholic. And again, a new quarterback, so his cadence might be a little bit different than Miggett's. Everybody's got to get used to it.
So now 2nd and 12. Here, Bernard holds it with the nice pass through the flat. Wide open is Connor Hyde, and Hyde all the way down to the 5-yard line. Bernard stepped into the pocket. He stood in there. He saw the hit was coming. He was patient. He found Hyde crossing the field, and a big-time gain there, and another Fox Illinois first down.
Take a look at the replay. He had great calmness right there. Just took his time, pump faked, gave himself a second longer to get that ball off, and great job by Hyde to turn into a huge game.
All right, so 1st and goal here from the Illini Oil Change red zone. And this one stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So on Bernard's first run, he gains 15 yards, and on his first pass, he picks up about 60 yards. I'd say pretty efficient here to start off your quarterback career.
And if you're the Unity Rockets, this is probably better than you had hoped coming out of halftime to be in 2nd and goal on their 5th play of the series.
Everything you hope for Unity, and everything you didn't want to see from St. Joe Ogden. Here, Bernard.
Barnard on the call. Stop made by Brandel Wood.
So now we'll have 3rd and goal, and it looks like at about the 2-yard line.
Just followed Eckstein there and just had nothing doing. St. Joe has played tough here on the goal line.
I want to remind you that Saturday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. Log on to SaturdayNightRivals.com. You can also find complete game videos and photos from all of our games this season. So 3rd and goal here for Unity. It looks like Scott Hamilton's going to call a timeout and talk things over here. All right, Unity looking to strike again. They're up 19-0 here at home. We'll be right back. You're watching Hickory River Smokehouse Saturday Night Rivals, presented by Kirby Medical Center. We're back here from Tolono, our Hickory River Smokehouse Saturday Night Rivals, presented by Kirby Medical Center. 19-0 Rockets, and they're looking to threaten here again and fly into the end zone. Bernard here with the handoff to Eckstein, and Eckstein just going to walk himself into the end zone, but there is a flag, and you have to imagine this one's coming back.
73 on the offense. 5 yards from previous spot. 3rd down.
You know, it's the second one this drive, and like I talked about with a new quarterback, he might give his cadence to snap the football a little bit different than Stephen Miggett, and when you've heard a certain guy do it for over 20 games, it's what you get used to. So it is a change for those offensive linemen. Might take a little bit of adjustment. They really need to bear down and listen to what Bernard is saying.
So that'll bring him back 5 yards. So now it's 3rd and goal at the 7-yard line. Two receivers out to the outside. Eckstein next to Bernard. Bernard with the nice pass. Ooh, broken up. Looked like he hit his receiver right in the hands. That would be his man that he hit last time, Connor Hyde.
Looks like it got into his body a little bit. Great job by the St. Joe defensive back to jump in and make
absolutely
a play there.
It hit Hyde in stride, but you saw that the D-back was all over him. Tate Tranel, the senior, 6'3", using that reach to get in there and poke the ball out. Good play by him. So now 4th and goal. Derek Stevens in motion. Bernard out to the outside rolling. And it looks off the field, and now they have a chance to go the length of the field.
That's huge for St. Joe. That shifts momentum back over to their sideline, kind of dies down over here and just off the tips of the receiver there. But
if you look at it from Scott Hamilton's point of view, obviously you're not happy to get into the end zone because you didn't get into the end zone for penalties, but you have to like how your offense moved with your backup quarterback.
Yeah, might make you a little bit more comfortable in play calls with a backup quarterback moving forward.
So now Marty right out here to lead the offense. Starts with the pass here. And he finds Griffin Meeker for a 5-yard pickup, 2nd and 5.
Meeker's had some success coming out of the backfield. It's like they're not picking him up. So he's been open, and again, they need more positive first down plays like that. Early in the first half, the first down was negative plays or 1 or 2 yards, and that sets you back for the rest of your drive. It's like they're going to take a measure here.
2nd down and 10.
So 8:52 left here in the 3rd quarter. They're going to bring out the chains. And it looks like Meeker was short on that. So 2nd and 1 for St. Joe Ogden. Still early, yet can get late very fast.
Yeah,
so if you're Sean Skinner, how are you looking at Wright moving this offense?
You have to get points on the board on this drive no matter what. With time winding down, and again, they're not a your spread no huddle offense, so you're going to take some time off the clock, but you've got to get in the end zone.
So 2nd and 1 here. Out of the I formation. The handoff to Fritz. Fritz breaks to the outside. Trying to elude the tackle there. can't get out of his clutch, but it looks like he might have been able to get over that first down marker, and he does. That is another Fox Illinois first down.
Great job by Fritz to make one guy miss and just trying to do what he can.
And Meeker again. Break to the outside, another big gain, and another Fox Illinois first down.
Great job by Coach Skinner to really use these play-action passes, and they are definitely not picking up Meeker as he comes out of the backfield. Wide open there down the sideline.
Yeah. Another pitch, another beautiful pitch and catch there by Marty Wright and Griffin Meeker. And you can catch your local news on your time. Fox Illinois News at 5:30 is bringing your local news when you need it. So 1st and 10. Marty Wright back to the sophomore Dwight Colvin. Colvin wrapped up by an army of Spartans. You have to like them continuing to incorporate Colvin here in the offense. You want to switch it up with a thunder and lightning, per se, back there.
Yeah, he's got a little bit more speed than Fritz. He's a very talented sophomore. I'm sure they're happy with what he's done this year and what he can do, moving into the future, too.
So 7:42 left here in the third. Right out of the shotgun. Rolls out to his left. Being pursued. Eludes one tackle. Strikes it down the corner. Finds Mason Kuhn there.
They
Caught by Mason Kuhn there.
We weren't sure
right
if that
on the
was
sideline. We'll see here on the replay. Nice dart there by Wright on the roll. Nice job of Kuhn to hold on there. So now 3rd and 2 for the Spartans.
Colvin took a big hit but stayed on his feet. I still don't think he's got enough for a first down. It's going to be close.
Just good to see Dwight Colvin alive after that hit.
Yeah, he
took a nice shot. So the spot is just short of the first down. So 4th and 1 for the Spartans here at their own 45-yard line. Again, sort of the same play as they had right before the half. I think now it's just getting to that point where they really, really need to make a play. Back to the little sophomore, and he squirts his way through for 5 yards and picks up another Fox Illinois first down.
Great job by Colvin, and a lot of pressure there for Coach Skinner to hand the ball off to the sophomore, but he made sure he put 2 hands on the ball, got a first down, and St. Joe is still driving.
That's what's so good about being 5'4". You get lost in the
hide back
pile,
there
and he was
those
able to
big
just
guys.
shoot right back out 6 yards later. So another set of downs here for the Spartans. Right, back to pass. Griffin Meeker.
And you're going to get
With
a
the
late
11-yard pickup. There's a flag thrown. Looks like it'll be a late hit on Unity. So you tack up some more yards, and that's another Fox Illinois first down.
I think this actually might go against St. Joe there. I think there are 2 flags. There was a late hit on Unity, but as you can see here, 79 jumped in there.
Late hit on St. Joe Ogden.
Yeah.
The big boy said, if I'm coming down the field as fast, I'm going to get on tape.
Personal foul. Here. Unsportsmanlike. Here. Now.
To the left.
So
they're about to get their Beyonce on, Adam. To the left, to the left.
They're going to be, they might be backstepping too. So it was a personal foul, late hit, and then there was a personal foul unsportsmanlike. So it depends if
It's been yards and big plays have been hard to come by here for the St. Joe Ogden offense. So very frustrating where they pick up these plays and have to now move back 20 yards.
Personal foul. Number 79 on the offense. Dead ball foul, 15-yard penalty. Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike against 79 on the offense. Another 15-yard penalty, first down, 1st and 10.
so 30
Just
yards
negated
penalty.
2 big plays that they just had. And it's sort of surprising to see all these personal fouls by 2 storied programs like this with such great disciplined cultures.
Yeah, both schools are known for running great programs, so it is a little bit surprising. I think kids are just getting a little excited in this rivalry.
And fumble snap there by Wright, and Fritz is just met at the point of attack. That was done from the start, and just another great tackle by that Unity defense. Toby Traxler coming in like a tractor. So they just lost a nice chunk of yards. They lose another 2 yards, and it's 2nd and 12. So they were inside Unity territory. Now they find themselves 2nd and 12 and back at their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, and what's not any better is, again, we're at 5.5 minutes left in this third quarter, so they are burning a lot of time to play catch-up.
Nice rollout there by Marty Wright. Finds Mason Kuhn. Hauls in the catch. The senior wide receiver. And that's another Fox Illinois first down. So Spartans on the move again. 5:18 to go here in the third quarter.
Had a lot of success tonight throwing the football, and that might be something they do a lot more here moving forward. A lot more open sets, maybe unclog the box there for
Marty Wright again, this time incomplete, short of his intended receiver, Brandon Dabble.
and another late flag, so we are going to get a dead ball personal foul. Oh no, we're calling pass interference. I'm a little surprised by that.
Defensive pass interference, number 81 on a defense, 15 yards from previous spot. The result, first down.
Now, I know what she just said. I'm also a little surprised. It looked like that ball wasn't catchable. Didn't seem like it even – he did make contact. He can't make contact with the receiver before the ball gets there. That's a close one.
Yeah, that's a tough call. That's, I'll give it to the ref there, but not sure that would be pass interference in my book.
So now 1st and 10. Right back to pass again. Hit. Releases the ball. We'll see if this is intentional grounding.
So they could argue that he was throwing, and because he was getting tackled, that's where the football went.
Yeah, it seemed to be there was no receiver in sight as well. No flag on the field here, so we'll look at the replay here. Seems to just let go of the ball with no one in sight.
Great job by Zach Spencer with the pressure on right there.
My good Spencer's everywhere, huh?
Yeah, he's making it tough for this St. Joe offensive line, and they should feel lucky that a penalty was not called.
So 2nd and 10 here. It looks like that Unity defense coming again. And Colvin is brought down immediately. Ethan Maibach, the junior linebacker. You saw him come in on the blitz, saw the handoff, followed Colvin, was able to bring him down after just 2 yards gain.
They're playing for 4 downs here anyway, so no need to get this all 10 or 11 yards in one play. Put yourself in a manageable spot if you cannot get the first down. He is looking to
Little
throw.
trickery here. Fritz throws it up, finds his intended receiver, Mason Kuhn. Mason Kuhn extends out, and he doesn't get in. But what a pass by Fritz. Throws it up to Mason Kuhn. We'll check this play out again. The toss. Fritz looks. What an adjustment here by Kuhn to get back to the ball and inside the 5-yard line. That's a Fox, Illinois first down, and they're inside the
Sideline
Illini
warning.
Oil Change red zone.
Against defense. It's not a yardage penalty. Be 1st and 10.
So just a warning on the Unity sideline. Coaches have a certain area they have to stay in, so that's where that flag comes out. You know, they had set up the Rockets running that toss sweep 7-8 times in the first half, so they come out here in the second half, first time they run it, pass right over the top of their head.
So 1st and goal here for St. Joe, trying to get on the board for the first time tonight. And the sophomore, Dwight Colvin, is into the end zone. And for the first time tonight, St. Joe Ogden has scored their first points, and also be a flag on a late hit here. Looks like that'll be assessed on the kickoff. So St. Joe scores their first points.
You know, both head coaches are probably going to have long talks with their players as they come off after this extra point. You have to stay calm in a game like this because big penalties could determine the outcome in a close
Personal
game.
foul, face mask against defense. It'll be 15 yards, will be assessed on the kickoff. It is a touchdown.
So we'll look here, just all kinds of. And the poor kid, you feel bad because he's so little, but he's strong. And he gets up, lets him know, I'm going to be here all night. So here we go. 2-point conversion right up top. Finds his receiver, Mason Kuhn. So the right to Kuhn connection is nice on that drive. And here we go. Third quarter, 4:13 to go. St. Joe on the board. Now Unity leads 19-8. We'll be right back. You're watching Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals, presented by Kirby Medical Center. And welcome back. A beautiful night here in Tolono. Unity hosting St. Joe Ogden here on our Hickory River Smokehouse Saturday Night Rivals, presented by Kirby Medical Center. A lot of smiles here tonight. We got a good one. St. Joe on the board now, their first points of the game, with Dwight Colvin barreling his way in. So Unity now up 19-8. And Adam, we have ourselves a ball game.
It is a ball game. They did just what they needed to do to keep this game alive. And with the 15-yard penalty, they're actually going to kick this ball off from the Unity 45-yard line. So if you're the front line of the Rockets, you got to be on the lookout for a onside kick here.
All right, earlier we met up with Josh Newton, CrossFit KMC from Kirby Medical Center. We'd like to thank Kirby Medical Center for sponsoring Saturday Night Rivals this season.
At KMC, we offer a coaches clinic that we host periodically, and it's for coaches in the area to come and to get more knowledge about CrossFit and how that can fit into their team's sports-specific structure and making their athletes bigger, faster, stronger. We encourage you to join us here at CrossFit KMC, and thank you for letting us be a part of Saturday Night Rivals.
All right, thank you, Josh. That guy made me want to work out.
They are going to say Unity got the ball back on that onside kick attempt. That was close.
That was very close. We're gonna check this out again here if you missed it. So a nice onside kick here. St. Joe had their hands on it.
I think they're going to say he grabbed it before the
Right.
10-yard cushion.
Right, because he did have it, exactly. All right, so a small break there for Unity. They get the ball back here, up 19-8. We'll see what Bernard can do here. So leads the offense down the field one more time. Starts off with the handoff to Eckstein. Eckstein picks up 7 yards on the carry. And again, as we've said all night, if they're going to continue to pick up these chunky yards on first down, it's going to be very hard for this St. Joe Ogden defense.
Yeah, and going back to that onside kick, I think he caught that at about the 9.5-yard cushion. Unity is actually very lucky that they didn't award St. Joe that football. That was a very, very close play. Again, that could drastically change where we're at right now.
So 2nd and 5 here. Back to Eckstein, and Eckstein again with another big chunk of yards here. We're looking at 3rd and 1 for the Rockets.
Eckstein is a workhorse. He's going to keep going.
Eckstein coming up limping a little bit. Might have fell on his ankle the wrong way. Looks like he's going to hobble off the field here. Nope. Yep. So Eckstein's going to come off the field here and get looked at on the sideline. I'm sure Hunter will be out there to let us know the update on him. So a big 3rd and 2 here at their own 45-yard line. This is a big, big 3rd down for the St. Joe Ogden defense. And there they go. They step up. An army of Spartans all over Traxler on the carry. He might lose a couple on that one.
I think he actually lost about a yard there. So it's, do you play the field position game, or do you try to go for the 1st down and give St. Joe beautiful field position?
We'll look at the replay there again, and St. Joe was all over that one. That D-line, Tegan Poole and Thomas Wimmer all over that one. So 4th and 2, and that's what he wanted. That's what he wanted. I was just about to say, still a lot of time left to go for it here. I think it's exactly what Scott Hamilton wanted to do, see if he can draw them off sides.
Dead ball foul, false start.
Oh, no, they're going to call
the other
false start
way
on the Rockets.
Bernard, the quarterback, doesn't like that one, talking to the ref. We'll see. It looked like Griffin Meeker there on the corner jumped first.
So
we'll even see if we can get that replay one more time.
On what Unity did was they all waited to put their hand down, and I think when the offensive line went with his hand down, they're going to say he moved a little too much on it. But
all right, so we'll get it one more time. You see here the hard count. The hard count.
So all their hands, that's a legal move for the offensive line to do that. So they must have thought somebody moved a little too much on it. And that's where the penalty.
Griffin Meeker like that one was on St. Joe Ogden. Not a lot of smile about there on that play, but here's a look at our Gifford State Bank smile cam. So 4th and 7 here for Unity. You have to imagine Bernard just going to pooch kick this one. We'll see. No. Oh, yes. Didn't like what he saw. Great kick here. See if it can slow down a little bit. If they can get down there. No.
Just missed it.
Bernard gave them a chance. They just couldn't get down there, so it rolls into the end zone. And St. Joe Ogden will again take over to try and cut into this Unity lead.
This is a huge drive for St. Joe. If they can score quickly, which I know that's not something what they're known for, they can bust one out. We're looking at a 4th quarter that's going to get very, very interesting.
You have to imagine Marty Wright is feeling good with Mason Kuhn. He's found him on 2 big plays. He's got Griffin Meeker out there. We'll see if maybe they go right back to that pass and try to get a nice... No, they'll start with Fritz again. They're going to stick with that game plan no matter what that clock says.
They've had a lot of success throwing the football. I'm actually surprised they're not trying to do a little bit more through the air, but maybe they just want to get themselves in a comfortable 2nd and 3rd down situation.
You see Eckstein there on your screen. He came off limping, seemed to have rolled the wrong way on his ankle. Jogging on the sideline. Looks like he should be good to go and back in this game. So 1:35 left here in the 3rd quarter. Dwight Colvin the handoff. Trying to shake his way off the line, and he's brought down.
So it sounds like Keaton Eckstein just had some cramps there. That's what's slowing him down. So hopefully he can shake those loose in his calves and get back into the ball game.
So now 3rd and 8 for the St. Joe Ogden offense. They continue to stick with that run. They had so much success with the pass on the last drive, you thought maybe they would go right back to that.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they're waiting on 3rd down to try to throw the football.
Right back to pass. Has his man wide open. Has his man wide open. Great catch. And that's another Fox Illinois first down.
Great job by Wright. Just delivered a perfect ball. Finke just getting the first down, doing what he can do to keep this drive alive.
.25 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Wright again back to pass. And he had Bryce Hackey once again. He was wide open across the field, just a little too high for his intended receiver. And the good thing it wasn't picked off. He had 2 Unity D-backs back there.
Yeah, he kind of airmailed that one. Maybe got a little bit excited because Hackey was wide open coming across the middle. And that's going to be a missed opportunity for St. Joe.
And again, very lucky that one fell and hit the ground because there were 2 Unity guys. If they saw that ball coming, that would have been going the other way. So 2nd and 10 here, 21 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Wright back under center. Play action, and this one will be picked off. 2 defenders in sight, and Dawson Kaiser, the senior, with the big interception, just took it away from his teammate and said, no, I'm gonna get some TV time here. Right into double coverage there. You're surprised to see what Wright thought here, just underthrew his receiver. Kaiser picks it off, brings it the other way, and Unity back in business. So Unity now takes over in St. Joe Ogden territory, up 19-8. This would be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And Eckstein back in the game, and he picks up 3 yards on that carry. So we're counting down here to the 3rd quarter, 2-1. So 19-8 here in the 3rd quarter. We're headed into the 4th quarter. We have a good one here in Tolono. Stick with us. You're watching Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals, presented by Kirby Medical Center. And welcome back. A beautiful night here in Tolono. Our Hickory River Smokehouse Saturday Night Rivals presented by Kirby Medical Center. We got a good one here to start the 4th quarter. 19-8. The Rockets lead the Spartans, and Bernard has his team on the move once again. Bernard holds it. Going to cross the 30-yard line here. Pick up about 5 yards, looking at about 3rd and 3 here as we get the 4th quarter going. So 19-8. Unity St. Joe Ogden. Adam, what have you seen so far from this one? So Eckstein there on the carry. 10:56 to go in the game. It's now 4th and 3 for Unity.
All right, it's going to be 4th and 3 here. Apologize about that, folks. Had a little technical difficulties there. I think we've got it worked out. Going to take a look at Colvin. He took a big hit on that last play. Colvin, a running back, but he is a defensive lineman for the Spartans.
I want to remind you that Saturday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. Log on to SaturdayNightRivals.com. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's game. 4th and 3, a big one here. And what a play. The swing pass out to his receiver, juggled it, picked it back up, the little circus act. He gets outside, and there we have another Illinois Pork Producers first down, and Unity is in the Illini Oil Change red zone.
Connor Hyde almost dropped that football. Just, got excited. I think the ball just kind of popped out as he was going to tuck it away, but that is a huge 4th down play for the Rockets.
Have you ever seen someone play football and juggle at the same time?
No, that would be very, very talented. And like I had mentioned a little bit ago, I don't know if you folks at home heard me, if Unity can get points on the board here, this could almost put this game out of reach. And there is a flag on the play. See what the flag is here. So it is going to be
10 yards from the spot of the foul. We play first down.
So another big penalty. Shoots the Rockets in their foot again, and that's going to set back this drive.
This is now the 4th drive that Unity has had the ball inside the red zone, and on a big play or a touchdown has been called back because of a penalty.
Yeah, it gets tighter. Everybody gets closer together. You get a little bit nervous when the field kind of shrinks. So you have to be careful. And just some bad penalties there for the Rockets. They really need to clean that up moving into the postseason.
So now 10-17 to go in the game. 1st and 20 all the way back to the 29-yard line. And Bernard here with the pass. That's going to fall incomplete.
Jake Rito on the incomplete pass. Had a step on his defender. Just I think the wind kind of took that away from Bernard.
With all these penalties, Coach Hamilton could look at this if he gets the W and says, hey, we were sloppy, we have to clean it up. But it can become a quick lesson that he's going to have to teach if it comes back to bite them and they end up losing.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, St. Joe should feel a little bit lucky to still be in a good position that they're in.
So 2nd and 20. Bernard holds it.
Huge
and
game.
Gets back a big chunk of that yardage they lost on the penalty. So Bobby Bernard coming in and doing a great job leading this Rockets offense.
Just a simple read play, again, a staple of the Unity offense. And he makes the Spartans pay for it with about a 15-yard run right there.
And with that run, he finds himself back into the Illini Oil Change red zone. So now 3rd and 8 from the 13-yard line. Bernard there. The swing pass out to Connor Hyde.
That is going to be a first
picks
down.
It up, and he picks up another Illinois Pork Producers first down.
So again, Unity was down here before, and we're stopped short of the goal line. Let's see if St. Joe can come up with another big goal line stand.
And very frustrating for Skinner and his team where you have those penalties bring them back. They're back to the 29-yard line, and then they find themselves right back inside the 5-yard line, and now here with another set of downs.
Yep, you got to teach your teams a little bit of toughness. They've played tough on the goal line. Let's see if it holds here.
Bernard here with the handoff to Eckstein. Eckstein will pick up a yard. So not only do they find themselves just continuing to drive and get in, but you see that clock. This drive started with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, and now they're just watching it tick down, and it's down now to 9:07 in the game.
It looks like we got a St. Joe player down, but with time left, Coach Hamilton, they are a no-huddle kind of attack at a pretty fast pace. I'm sure he's well aware of the clock. He's going to take probably a little bit of time and just try to close this game off.
All right, so we have a player down, 2nd and 4 for Unity as they try to get back into the end zone, but stick with us. You're watching our Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals presented by Kirby Medical Center. And welcome back to Hickory River Smokehouse Saturday Night Rivals presented by Kirby Medical Center. Now we left because there was an injury on the field, and that would be the sophomore electric running back and defender for this team, Dwight Colvin, and he was just carried off. You see him there on the trainer's table. Not a good sight for St. Joe Ogden right now. And, of course, Hunter McKee, our 3rd member of our team, will be out there to find out exactly what's going on. But that is a break that you do not want to see if you're Sean Skinner.
That would be a huge blow to the St. Joe football team.
So on 2nd and goal.
Still going to be short, just a yard. So,
and now we'll go ahead and look at this. Or we're looking at the where Colvin gets injured here. He makes a tackle. He's in on there. He's all over it. It just seems like everyone's sort of laid on him the wrong way.
He just got rolled up on it. Happens a lot in the game. So hopefully he's okay and it's nothing too serious.
All right, we're going to send it down to Hunter. He has an injury report for us. Hunter.
Thank you, Louie. As you saw, actually, as you see, Unity just scored a touchdown to pull the lead. But as you saw, number 33, running back / defensive tackle for St. Joe was carried off the field there. From what I saw, we don't have an exact report, but he couldn't really move his right leg, so it looked pretty bad. Looks like he's going to be out the rest of this game, which is a big deal because he's a big-time running back and offensive player. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Hunter. Yeah, we definitely saw him holding his right leg. But while he was saying it, as we saw Eckstein into the end zone, that was another guy who went out with an injury. Comes back in, another big part of that drive. Rolls into the end zone. That makes it 25-8. And with this extra point, it's up. It's good. It's 26-8 Rockets here at home.
Yeah, with 8 minutes left in this game. It's going to be tight here for the Spartans to get back in it.
All right, Rockets up 26-8, 8:13 to go in the game. Get another look here of Dwight Colvin, the sophomore running back, defensive end, getting that ankle taped up. We'll see. Hopefully, doesn't look as bad as we thought. But we'll be right back. 8:13 to go. Stick with us. We have a good one here in Tolono. You're watching Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals, presented by Kirby Medical Center. And welcome back to our Hickory River Smokehouse Saturday Night Rivals, presented by Kirby Medical Center. We're back here in the 4th quarter. 8:13 to go, and the Rockets with a 26-8 lead. And the way this is going, 26-8, it looks like the Rockets are inching very close to hoisting that beautiful trophy right there.
Yeah, St. Joe has really got to change up what they do. Maybe look to get to the air a little bit earlier and make some big plays, but they've got some ground to make up with not a ton of time left.
See the wind blowing out there. So now 26-8. Hopefully they have Colvin back here for this drive. But St. Joe Ogden now at this point, it's all hands on deck and score as quick as possible. And Fritz was back there to receive it, brings it all the way back to the 34-yard line. So 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line, and score. That's what they need to do, score and score fast.
It's simple as that. Get in the end zone and get as much time left on the clock as you can, because it is another enemy for you right now.
Give you a quick update here. In the bottom of the 6th, the Cubs are up on the Dodgers 3-1 in the bottom of the 6th, but right now they have a man on second with 2 outs.
So Colvin is up and on the sideline, moving around. So that is a good sign for St. Joe fans.
And right there with the pass to Bryce Hickey, again, wide open at the 40-yard line, and a 5-yard pickup on that one.
Yeah, just caught it with his knee down, so tough break because I thought he had some room to run. But a positive 1st down play, and it's what St. Joe needed more of here tonight.
All right, so moving fast here. Second and 1. That was a 9-yard pickup, excuse me. Right here in the shotgun. Being forced out of the pocket, throws it up, and finds his man.
Flag on the play. He came in from the sideline. And got to imagine this is going to be a hold.
We'll see what they call there. You see here Dwight Colvin, and you know where Dwight Colvin's standing, right behind Sean Skinner to let him know, hey, coach, I'm ready to go.
So it is going to set back the Spartans at 10 yards and negate the big play to Kuhn.
Illegal block below the waist on the offense. 15 yards
that's
from
actually
the
a
previous
15-yard
spot.
penalty.
Play second down.
So in high school football, you cannot block below the waist. That is legal in the college and the NFL game. Get a shot of the center here right in front of you. That cannot happen in high school football. That'll get called a lot.
And it was called there. So from 2nd and 1 to 2nd and 16, again, a big penalty negating a nice chunk of yards here. Just seemed to be on both sides, not just one side. Each side continuing to move the ball and being called back for penalties.
Yeah, it's been unusually sloppy is how I would describe the game here.
So now 2nd and 16, 7:20 to go here in the game, right out of the shotgun.
Another interception.
Another one picked off right there, right into the hands of the Unity defender, C.J. Parks. And Parks is going to have this one swing the other way.
That ball kind of floated a little bit. If Parks wasn't going to pick it off, there was another Unity defender flying in from the defensive secondary that would have had a very good shot at taking that one too.
It seems like both of his passes that we've seen picked off have been the same exact way. It just seems to be in double coverage. His guys aren't really open, and there's guys around. And as you said, his balls seem to float a little bit more than they should, and it gives them some hang time, and the defender's able to get up there and make a play.
Yeah, you know, being down 26-8, maybe you're trying to do a little too much, and you make mistakes when you do that. So a tough break for St. Joe. Hopefully they can get a stop here and get back into this game.
And then here, Barnard with the pass. And that one off the fingertips of Connor Hyde. And again, that one lucky to not fall into one of the hands of St. Joe Ogden defensive backs.
Yes, Connor Hyde brings that one down, though, and he is walking into the end zone. The middle of the field was wide open there on that play.
All right, and don't forget on Monday, October 26th, watch the Supergirl season premiere at 7 p.m. right here on the CW, Channel 23. Bernard again here on the little pitch, and that one's not going to go anywhere. Might even lose a couple of yards.
Just an inside shovel pass there. So this drive has been pretty good so far here with St. Joe. Hopefully they can get off the field here on 3rd down. I wouldn't be surprised to see a timeout here by Unity and just kind of let the clock wind down as much as possible.
Exactly. The clock is Scott Hamilton and the Unity Rockets' best friend right now. They're in no hurry to snap this ball. 6:20 and counting, a timeout call, 3rd and 14. Hamilton's going to talk this over, see what they need to do to pick up this important 1st down.
And really with the way your defense has played here tonight, a simple run here and maybe you break one. If not, you could even quick kick it and just pin them deep and make them go 90-plus yards down the field.
All right, so let's take a look at our Longview Bank play of the game, and it happened on St. Joe Ogden's only touchdown drive. Here the pitch to Fritz, and then Fritz will find Mason Kuhn with the big play. So a little bit of trickery to get things going, but it worked for Sean Skinner and his Spartans.
Yep, you got to do what you got to do in big games to swing some momentum, and they definitely had it there, but it has gone back to the Rockets here.
There you are, a look at our Longview Bank play of the game. Nice look there at Mason Kuhn, this time on defense, and he'd love to have a second play of the game here by making a big play here and getting the ball back to his offense.
They can punch one loose or get an interception here.
Hand off there to Keaton Eckstein. Picks up a couple on that one. So now 4th and long for this Rocket offense. Exactly where St. Joe wants them to go. So 26-8. We're under that 6-minute mark. 4th and 13. What's Hamilton thinking here, Adam?
I think you just quick kick and punt it. If not, just an easy handoff to Keaton Eckstein. Don't want to do anything that might damage it, but it looks like they're going to get a free 5 yards here.
That hard count again gets St. Joe to
Previous
that
spot,
hard count
we play 4th down.
by Bernard gets St. Joe to jump, which it looked like it did the last time they tried that, but of course it was called on Unity. This time called on St. Joe, so now it cuts this to 4th and 8. But again, you'd have to imagine with a 26-8 lead, 5 minutes to go, if Bernard can maybe pin this inside the 5 or get this to go out of bounds and just a little pooch and then make St. Joe have to go the length of the field.
Yeah, so quick kick or even just a simple handoff to Eckstein. If he breaks it great. And now you're going to go back 5 more yards.
Foul, false start. Offense, 5 yards from the previous spot. Replay 4th down.
Maybe overthinking things here. He continues to go with the hard count, and he just keeps jumping his own guys off sides.
A little bit of frustration on his face there on the replay.
You have to imagine if Scott Hamilton wins this one, it's not going to be very pretty in that locker room.
No, it's not. But what's good for Coach Hamilton is they've burned more time off the clock with these 2 false start penalties.
That's it. In that very strange football way, all these penalties just continue to keep the ball in their hands. And this one blocked. The pooch kick is blocked by St. Joe Ogden. A big-time defensive play. They're 5. They're going to have it at midfield, but we do have a St. Joe Ogden player down here.
Yeah, he looks to be in a lot of pain. Hopefully he's okay there.
And he seemed to be the one to jump right on that punt. Thomas Weimer, the senior defensive end, read that one perfect. Great play by him. Now as he goes to fall on that ball, the big boy here jumps on him, seems to maybe even knock the wind out of him.
Again, great play by St. Joe. Unity takes chances with it's kind of a rugby-style kick where your punter rolls out and then kicks it when he feels pressure. Almost needed to tell Bernard right there that you just got to kick it and get it out of your hands, because that was the absolute last thing that Coach Hamilton wanted to have happen.
So unfortunately a player is down on that play, but if you're St. Joe Ogden, that was something maybe you needed. A big play like that. Get the ball here close to midfield. Cut the field in half and see if you can move the ball and get a quick touchdown.
Yeah, they got to do something to spark some interest. Again, you're down pretty much 3 scores right now.
Now Weimer's back on his feet. A good sight here as the fans here clap. He's limping off. His teammates there, Griffin Meeker, Griffin Meeker is the one who blocked the punt by Bernard, helping his teammate off the field here. So when we resume play here, 4:53 to go in the game, St. Joe Ogden will take over, down 26-8 here in Tolono.
Yeah, let's see what Coach Skinner can dial up here for his offense. He needs to hit a big play, and he needs to hit it early so he can save himself as much time as possible.
All right, quickly, we'd like to thank Hickory River Smokehouse for sponsoring Saturday Night Rivals this season. There's nothing better than real Texas barbecue And there's no better place in Central Illinois to get it. I'm not going to lie, they showed Connor Hyde kind of quick, and I thought he was on Instagram or something. I thought he had the little guy bring him his phone.
No, Huddle nowadays, Huddle goes right to the sideline, so they can make in-game adjustments just like any college or NFL program. So high school games getting more and more advanced as we go on.
Right there with the pass, and again finds Mason Kuhn wide open. Beautiful pitch and catch, and that's another Illinois Pork Producers first down.
But again, we have another late flag, and I think it's going to go against St. Joe.
Just been the story of the game here tonight. Anytime something positive happens, it continues to come back with penalties.
You know, I've been in these rivalry games where you're down and you're frustrated because not a lot's gone your way tonight, but you got to keep your head, you got to stay calm, and you got to do what you can to get back in this football game. And penalties like that definitely don't help, especially after a big first down play.
Dead ball. Personal foul against 33 red. Dead ball. Personal foul. 33-79. They both offset. This is after the play. First and 10. First and 10 from there.
Okay, so after the play, so that is a first down and a big gain there for St. Joe Ogden.
And so a double personal foul penalty. And again, you got to be a little bit lucky, but definitely two calls you don't want to see as a coach.
So 4:47 to go here, 26-8.
That is actually, if that play was on Grant Harper, 79, that was his second personal foul.
All right, so first and 10 here. Right out of the shotgun, rolls out. And finds Jason Bowman, the junior receiver.
Great job by Bowman to get out of bounds and get the clock stopped.
Very heady play by him to get the yardage and to get outside, just like you said. Good play by him. So now 2nd and 7.
Yeah, so St. Joe has had to substitute Grant Harper. He is not in the game. It's a big change to bring out an offensive tackle late in the game.
And a great defensive play there by Kyle Cooper, the senior safety, who plays free safety for this defense, and he's free to look for the ball and do what he wants, and just a great defensive play. Swats that ball right out of the hands of the St. Joe Ogden receiver. Good play by him. 3rd and 7 now. Right back to pass. Right through the hands of Mason Kuhn, something he hasn't done all night. He's got those reliable hands, but on that one, just can't hold on to it.
Yeah, that's something you don't see a whole lot is a drop pass there by Mason Kuhn, especially with had enough for the first down and maybe a little bit more, so that puts him in big 4th and long right here with 4.5 left to go.
Yeah, inopportune time to have a drop like that. So instead of 1st and 10 and moving, they're now back 4th and 7 and need something here. Right again and finds Kuhn. Kuhn makes up for it, drops it last time, this time. Picks up the gain, gets to the 25-yard line. That's another Illinois Pork Producers first down.
He needed that one. He made a big play on the sideline for the first down to keep this game going and keep St. Joe in it.
And you can just see the reliability they have in the senior. Kuhn, a leader of this team, a guy that they're going to go back to no matter what. He has that drop, but they have that confidence to go right back to him to make the play, and he does. So now 4:27 to go here in the game. Spartans trying to get on the board again. Right. Back to pass. Hard hit as he releases the ball. Incomplete. Now it's now 2nd and 10.
Yeah, took a big hit on a play, but stood in the pocket, stood strong to get that ball out of his hands. St. Joe needs to give him a little bit.
Look at this here. The big boy, Sam Thorson, 6'3" defensive tackle, gets right through the line. Great football play, knocks him down, and then helps him up. That right there sums up this rivalry.
Yep, absolutely.
So right again, back to pass. This one over the heads of everyone into the end zone.
Again, Thorson was right back in his face again, making a big hit as he delivered the football.
And that's something this Unity defense just continues to rely on, is that big line, why they run the 4-3 defense. Thorson at 265 pounds. Zach Spencer at 230 pounds. Alex Eisenmenger at 200 pounds. So they're just going to come at them, and here they go again, coming at. So they were rushing right again, had him rush in the pocket, released that one maybe a little too early because of the pressure. Another incomplete pass, and now it's down to 4th and 10 with 4:14 to go.
Yeah, and what St. Joe needs to remember, you only need 10 yards. You don't need, all 25 to get in the end zone. You just need 10 to move the chains, gives you 4 more downs. So let's see what they do here. It's a big 4th down call.
It's been hard for St. Joe to get deep into territory like this, so when you're here in a spot like this, you don't want to waste it. Looks like Scott Hamilton's going to call a timeout here. So Unity's going to call a timeout. 4:14 to go in the 4th quarter. Unity up 26-8, and a pivotal 4th and 10 here for the St. Joe Ogden offense.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Hamilton just wants to talk about it a little bit more, make sure his guys are comfortable with what's going on. Because if they can get a stop here and a 1st down, this game is over. St. Joe can only stop the clock twice, so this kind of could be the ball game almost if they cannot get a 1st down, and I'm sure he's making that very, very clear to his guys in the huddle.
And for Unity to pick up a win like this, to pick up your 6th win, you lose your starting quarterback at the half, ejected from the game. And to see Bernard to play the way he did, to lead this offense and know that he has to be your starter next week. As a Unity fan, as Scott Hamilton, this community, you have to feel confident going with him, but you know what? You're feeling good going into that game knowing you've already secured your playoff berth.
Yep, and now, he's got a half of football under his belt, have a full week of practice before going out next Friday. You got to be pretty happy with the results so far. He looked very good on his offensive series in the 2nd half.
Here we go, 4th and 10. This is the game here for St. Joe Ogden. Right, back to pass, sees the pressure, moves up in the pocket. Probably not the best decision there, way short of the 1st down, a turnover on downs. Unity will get the ball back here, up 26-8 with just over 4 minutes to go in this game.
Yeah, that's stuff they need to. They hold them. They can stop the clock here twice, so you expect them to take timeouts after 1st and 2nd down. If they can hold Unity to a punt, they're still in this ball game, but time is not their friend right now.
And you have to, that Wright wants that one back. Sort of almost lost himself there on the field. I mean, he knew he had the 10 yards. He saw the pocket collapsing. He wanted to get out, realized he had already passed the line of scrimmage, and all he had to do was go. But, he'd like to get that one back and maybe try and roll out and make a play.
Yeah, I think he lost sight of where the line of scrimmage was, and then by the time he looked over, he realized he was about a yard to 2 yards past it. So, tough break for St. Joe on that drive.
And they're going to bring in the big boy here, Traxler, Toby Traxler, who's a linebacker on this team. He's in here, and basically what he's here for is to just pound his way through that St. Joe Ogden defense and just watch that clock hit 000.
I am a little surprised St. Joe did not take a timeout as that play ended. They have 2 timeouts. You need to stop the clock as much as possible, and you know that Coach Hamilton and the Rockets are just going to milk this down as much as they can on the play clock. So a little surprised by that.
So that clock just continues to run here. 2nd and 7. Bernard, the handoff again to Traxler. Picks up a couple there, so it'll be 3rd and 5. St. Joe Ogden has those 2 timeouts. Skinner's not electing to use them yet.
Yeah, a little surprised by this.
All right, so 3rd and 7 now. Bernard there reading the defense.
Keeping his eyes on that play clock.
That hard count again. Back to Traxler. Traxler will pick up another 2 yards. You're not sure. We didn't see if Eckstein was hurt here. You wonder why they went away from Eckstein, and they're going with Traxler here late in the game. It's 4th and 6. They're just going to elect here to punt it, send it away. All right, Eckstein's coming back in now.
So maybe maybe a bigger back. Maybe they thought he could push the pile a little bit more. I'm just a little bit more surprised on the fact that they did not elect to use either of their 2 timeouts. And that could have saved them maybe a minute more on this clock.
High snap there. Bernard brings it down. This time he's able to get it away. Nice punt. Takes a Unity bounce. And it'll go out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So 1:39 to go here in the game. Unity up 26-8. St. Joe Ogden will have another chance to try and score. But at this point, Adam, just a little too late.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little too late. I know the Unity sideline's getting a little bit excited. They're on their way to a big win over their rival. And now you got to really focus on week 9. But, again, being playoff eligible is what it's all about. Unity's going to get their 6th win here tonight.
And for St. Joe Ogden, obviously this season is not all lost. Obviously they need that 5th win to be playoff eligible. They go back home next week, and they have a very winnable game against Prairie Central. So here you just want to – you're going to end this game with pride.
Yeah, you're going to go down fighting. And that's what Coach Skinner kind of instills in this program. They're not going to quit. They're not going to lay down. And St. Joe could be a very dangerous 5-4 team in the 3A playoffs.
Yeah, nobody wants to see St. Joe Ogden when it comes playoff time. Here, right again. This one, is this picked off?
Uh-oh. It is intercepted. They are going to give him the catch.
Wow, what a play. Let's see that one again. That sort of skipped off the hand of the receiver and fell into the hands of C.J. Parks. Parks already has an interception. This is going to be the 2nd of his game, and it looks like this ball just parks itself right into his hands, and it doesn't hit the ground. That is an interception. Rockets get the ball back, and now we can safely say that this one is all but over.
Yeah, I would say that C.J. Parks with that pick just put the nail in the coffin, and Unity is going to win this football game.
So
best formation in football right here, Louis.
That's it.
Victory formation.
That's it. So again, not all lost here for St. Joe Ogden. They have another game next week where they can pick up that 5th win and hopefully gain enough points to make the playoffs for Unity. This is their 6th victory, so they are into the playoffs. So having Unity in the playoffs is something we say often. Scott Hamilton leading Unity to their 22nd straight postseason appearance. Just consistency and excellence from this Unity program.
Yeah, absolutely. I've witnessed Unity in the playoffs. We talked off air before the game. I don't know if having the pleasure really puts it across. I have played here against Unity way back in 2002, and they were victorious. A very good Unity program back then, and still to this day.
And Barnard will kneel for the final time, pumps his fist, raises his arms in victory, And the home crowd here in Tolono is loving it. Unity defeats their rivals tonight 26-8. The Rockets pick up their 6th win, and they are headed to the postseason. A good game here tonight. As that one fan just said, that run. So there you have it. We have a final here from Tolono. Unity beats St. Joe Ogden 26-8. We'll be right back to wrap this one up. You're watching our Hickory River Smokehouse Saturday Night Rivals presented by Kirby Medical Center. And welcome back as we wrap up our final Hickory River Smokehouse Saturday Night Rivals presented by Kirby Medical Center. We'll check out some highlights from tonight's game. Unity defeats St. Joe Ogden 26-8 here at Hicksfield in Tolono as the Unity Rockets pick up their 6th win and find themselves in the playoffs. Here we'll start with some nice highlights by the quarterback Bernard here in the second half. Steps up here. This was his first pass when he came into the game. Find Connor Hyde there on the big play. They would get inside the 5 and then score on that. And then once they scored there, then it was all them. Yeah, we got some highlights here, obviously, from St. Joe Ogden.
St. Joe made a valiant effort there in the second half to make this a closer ball game. Here with the halfback pass, little trick play to get them, and that was really their biggest play of the game. They had a lot of momentum, but credit Coach Hamilton and the Rockets. They just did not let them get going anytime after that and sealed this game up.
Yeah, we talked so much about Stephen Miggett and Bernard and Keaton Eckstein in this entire offense, but the defense stepped up big. That defensive line never allowed St. Joe Ogden to really get into their game plan and establish a run game. And it's the reason why St. Joe leaves this game on the losing side.
Yeah, absolutely. They didn't let St. Joe get comfortable at all and gave them the victory here tonight. Great hats off to the Rocket defensive line.
So the players here rushing together. A great scene. Unity victorious. They've already been on Saturday Night Rivals before. They lost to Monticello, so they know what it feels like to lose and be on the losing side. But here they get to finish off the season on the winning side as the Rockets get the 26-8 victory. Again, as I said, they're in the playoffs now for St. Joe Ogden, still on that number 4, the number you don't want to be on, especially heading in to the final game of the season. But fortunate for them, they get to go home and play Prairie Central.
Yeah, and looking at it at 5-4, I don't think they're going to have any problem getting into the playoffs. It'll make you a little bit nervous. So their playoffs really start on Monday.
All right, so we're going to take a look at our player of the game, brought to you by Lohman Ray Insurance Solutions since 1981, and we're going to send it down to Hunter McKee with our player of the game.
Louis, thank you so much. We present our player of the game trophy to Keaton Eckstein. Congratulations, young man. Thank you. Keaton, obviously this was a big game for you guys and sort of a must-win to get into the playoff stage. Just talk about how you guys prepared this week and how you guys fought to perform the way you performed.
Well, St. Joe week is always a big week here in the Unit 7. And, it was just kind of the normal thing, come to practice, O Fundy, O team, D Fundy, D team, and we were just preparing like we would for any other game. Obviously the mindset's a little different coming out here playing these guys. Shout out to St. Joe. Always an incredible game, always an incredible fight, but I'm proud of the way all these guys stepped up and played hard tonight.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Louis, we're going to send it right back up to you for more.
Thanks, Hunter. Yeah, Keaton Eckstein, the player of the game, and hopefully we'll get some highlights here, but he was just incredible back there. He was reliable no matter who the quarterback was. When they changed quarterbacks, they knew Eckstein was back there to take those carries and control this game at the line of scrimmage.
He's very reliable, has the chance to bust big plays too. He's got some speed as well, and he fought for every yard here tonight. And again, he gave hats off to St. Joe because he knows they're going to play him tough, but 3 touchdowns here tonight really kind of made that game his.
Absolutely, and with Eckstein, as we said, not only on the offensive side, but he also had an interception on the defense, but here he runs in for the touchdown. But what it was is that he established that run early. He was picking up 6-7 yards right off the bat, and he just controlled this game. But now we're going to send it right back down to Hunter with the winning head coach of this game, Scott Hamilton. Hunter?
All right, Louis, thank you so much. Coach, you guys really played great. This was a big game for you guys. You won. You've got one more left. Just talk about the fight you saw on your team today.
Yeah, I think our defense played great. Offense did what they needed to do. We had a couple big plays. But, all in all, defense got some turnovers, was able to shut down the run game. And, Our hats off to those guys on that side of the ball. Coach Fink and those guys did a great job getting them ready, and kids played, tackled, and executed. So real happy for that.
Okay, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Appreciate you guys
we
coming
present
out.
to you the Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals Trophy.
Great shot there of the trophy and the winning team. Scott Hamilton, all business though, but they do get the win. Their 6th win, great win tonight. And that's it for our Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals high school football season presented by Kirby Medical Center. Thank you for watching CW23.